Welcome to Dreamy Tales, your bedtime haven. Prepare to embark on a journey of tranquility and relaxation. I'm here to weave enchanting stories that will gently guide you into a restful night's sleep. Subscribe and let the soothing whispers of Dreamy Tales be your nightly companion. The Ocean Serenade. Chapter 1. A Magical Discovery. The soothing sounds of crashing waves awoke Luna as the sun's bright rays peeked through her window. She rubbed the sleep from her eyes and leapt out of bed, already dreaming of the discoveries she might make down at the shore. After a quick breakfast, Luna raced along the beach, her feet kicking up puffs of sand. In the distance, she spotted the tide pools, shallow depressions in the rocky coastline that filled with seawater during high tide. As the lowest tide of the morning drained away, Luna scrambled over slippery rocks, exploring the miniature ocean worlds left behind. Starfish clung lazily to the sides of pools, while clusters of mussels and barnacles tightened their grip on the stones. Schools of tiny fish darted between the flowing strands of green seaweed. But it was amongst these swaying plants that Luna noticed something peculiar, a smooth white object the size of her palm resting on the pebbled bottom. Leaning down, she scooped it up with cupped hands. It was a large seashell, unlike any she had seen before, with its symmetrical swirls and curves. Holding it to her ear, Luna gasped. She could hear the roar of the ocean inside. Waves crashed and bubbled as if she was underwater herself. The calming sounds soothed her very soul. Overcome with delight, Luna raced home clutching her prize. "Mother, Father, come see what I've discovered," she called, breathless with excitement. Her parents smiled warmly at their daughter's joy, but saw only an ordinary seashell, though beautiful. They did not share in Luna's magic. As night fell and a gentle rain began to fall, Luna lay in bed listening once more to the seashell's symphony. Waves lulled her tired mind as darkness blanketed the sky. She could have sworn the shell whispered secrets of the deep, beckoning her down into gleaming coral reefs and swaying kelp forests. Before long, Luna drifted into a deep and dreamlike slumber, still clutching her new friend, eager to unravel the mysteries within on the morrow. Chapter 2. A Dreamlike Journey. The gentle sounds of the ocean slowly faded as Luna opened her eyes. All was dark and still as she lay cradling the magical seashell. Then, a flash of silver caught her gaze. The moon was rising full and bright over calm waves in the night sky. As Luna admired the shimmering reflections, the moonbeam's light illuminated a shadowy figure slipping into her room. A small gray snail with curled horns peeked from behind the doorframe, watching with glittering obsidian eyes. "Greetings, I mean you no harm," said the snail in a soft, musical voice. "My name is Milos. I come from the sea." Luna gasped. This snail spoke. Milos seemed just as surprised to hear her response. "Do not be afraid, little one. I was drawn here by the sounds of your seashell, a song I knew well from my reef home." Questions swirled in Luna's mind, but before she could ask, a flash of light erupted from the shell clutched in her hands. A glowing bubble emerged, growing until it enveloped both children like a glowing orb. As they watched in awe, the bubble transformed. Waves rolled and crashed along the walls, while colorful coral stretched in all directions below. They were underwater. Floating weightlessly, Luna spotted silvery fish weaving between branches of pink anemone. Beyond, rainbow clouds of jellyfish pulsed by a sea turtle swam overhead. It was like nothing she had ever seen before. She turned to Milos, who seemed completely at ease, calmly drifting through this living rainbow. This is just a glimpse of the magical sea your shell protects. I am its guardian and keeper of its song. Come, let me show you more wonders beneath the waves." Milos glided ahead, beckoning Luna to follow into the depths. She kicked fiercely, chasing after her new friend, breathless with the thrill of discovery. Together they explored coral canyons, peeked inside clams the size of boats, and witnessed octopuses change color before their eyes. All around, ocean life went about its business, undisturbed. Luna felt like she was truly a part of this astonishing underwater world, where each creature depended on the other. As the moon rose higher, its silvery glow filtered down, surrounding the children in an otherworldly light. This was a night Luna would never forget. Chapter 3. A Quest Begins. The brilliant colors of Milos' magic world began to fade as Luna opened her eyes. She sat up with a start, rubbing her eyes, trying to hold on to the remnants of her extraordinary dream. But as the morning sun rose, the vivid images slowly dissolved like wisps of sea foam on the shore. All that remained was the smooth white seashell nestled in her hands. Eager to share her adventure, Luna flung off her blankets and darted outside. "Wait till you see the dream I had," she called to her parents. But when she reached the tide pools where she had discovered her new friend, Luna froze. The pools were empty, swept clean by the morning tide. Her special shell was nowhere to be seen. Panic rose in Luna's chest as she scrambled over the rocks, peering into every crack and crevice. "Please come back, don't leave me," she cried, tears welling in her eyes. All the wonders of Milos' sea faded into uncertainty. Just then, Luna noticed ripples disturbing the still waters of a nearby pool. A pair of curious eyes peeked above the surface. It was Milos. "Do not despair, young Luna. I am still here to help," he said, emerging slowly from the pool. Luna told Milos about losing the magical seashell that connected them to the underwater realm. Milos thought for a moment. "The tides move things in mysterious ways, but I sense a shadow looming over my home beneath the waves." They searched together along the coast, sifting through piles of shells and seaweed. In the distance, a large boat dumped contents overboard that bloomed across the surface in an ugly cloud. "Pollution hurts all sea life," said Milos sadly. "We must find your shell before it is damaged by these invaders. Its song is the heart of my ocean home that keeps the balance of all who live there. Without it, all will perish." Luna grasped Milos in her cupped hands, determination setting in. She would do whatever it takes to rescue the magic of their special seashell and protect Milos' coral kingdom beneath the waves. Her new friend needed her help. Their quest was just beginning. Chapter 4. Helping Fin and Fluke. Days passed as Luna and Milos searched high and low along the shore with no sign of the magical seashell. Luna began to lose hope until one morning, as gentle waves lapped at her bare feet. She heard a strange noise drifting on the breeze. Singing echoing across the sea, it seemed to call for help. Milos recognized the cry and urged Luna to follow. They climbed over weathered cliffs overlooking the ocean, until below, two black shapes twisted in tangled nets. "Dolphins!" Luna cried, spotting their curved dorsal fins cutting through ropes of strand. She scrambled down the cliffs, careful not to slip on loose rocks. Up close, she saw two dolphins looping in a panicked circle, trapped. One dolphin, Fin, spotted the children and whistled pleas for help. His mate Fluke thrashed beside him, lines cutting into her skin. Quickly, Luna pulled a penknife from her pocket and began sawing at the tight ropes. Milos stretched as far as he could, gently guiding Fluke to calmness with his soothing song while Luna worked. Finally, with a snap, the last line broke free. The dolphins breached the surface, exhaling loudly in relief. "You have saved us," called Fin. "The oceans are dangerous nowadays with all the human trash. We must stick together to care for our home. Please, let us help you on your quest to find the magic shell. We know these waters better than any." Luna and Milos climbed onto the dolphins' backs, holding tight to their fins. Fin and Fluke skimmed across the waves at lightning speed, leaping joyfully now that they were liberated. As sea spray misted her face, Luna's hope was restored by these new friends who knew the threats to their world just as she was coming to understand. Chapter 5. The Magic Restored. All day, Fin and Fluke guided Luna and Milos along the coast, keeping a sharp lookout below the swirling waters. The sun shone warmly as they sped past soaring seabirds and rolling hills capped in emerald green. As evening fell and the moon rose full once more, Fin breached high, whistling in triumph. Down in the receding tide, he spotted a glimmer of white peeking from the wet sand. Luna tumbled off his back and dug furiously, unearthing the magical conch seashell intact. Overcome with joy, Luna held the smooth shell to her ear, listening to the familiar underwater song within. All was right with Milos' magical ocean kingdom, now that its enchanted song was restored. With the dolphins' help, they had succeeded in saving this place that held such wonder and beauty. A familiar bubble glow emerged, surrounding the four friends in a sea of swirling light. Luna peered into the depths and glimpsed coral gardens, flushed with color and life, as Milos' songs rang out once again across the reef. Schools of bright fish danced in shining currents, while sea turtles floated lazily overhead. The balance was restored. As the moon rose higher, Fin and Fluke bid farewell, promising always to protect these waters. Luna hugged Milos tight, thanking him for the magic they now shared. She knew that with care and understanding, the secrets of the sea would be hers to discover for years to come. Snuggled in bed that night, with the seashell's lullaby washing over her, Luna smiled contentedly. She had found a precious friend and gained insight into the delicate relationship between land and sea. As long as she cherished both, the wonders of the deep would stay safe, right beside her in dreams. Listening peacefully, Luna drifted off into a restful slumber, the magical seashell clasped gently in her hands. And so the story of Luna's Ocean Serenade comes full circle, with mysteries uncovered, balance restored, and new lessons dearly learned of our interconnection with the natural world. May its rhythms and harmonies soothe you into sweet dreams of your own. The end. As the stars twinkle above, it's time for dreamy tales to bid you good night. May the soothing echoes of our stories linger in your dreams, offering you a serene escape. Until we meet again under the moonlit sky, sleep tight and sweet dreams.